What's going on, everyone? Dan Teeman here with HD Marketing. Today, guys, we're talking about goal setting. So, whole little different layout to my room than I normally am, sitting at my desk. You guys facing me this way. But I'm actually using some whiteboard stuff today. I realized really fast that I had terrible lighting, and you guys are probably going to recognize that. Also, I wish I had my phone, so that'd be cool too. I want to see who's kind of watching it. Here it is. So, anyway, guys, as you're tuning in here, drop a comment, give a like, give a heart. Let me know if you're watching replay or on the live. And today we're going to dive into some goal setting for your digital agency. So one thing I noticed when I started doing this business is I had no idea what my goal was, right? The goal was get a ton of clients, do a bunch of work, break free from my day job, blah, 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 all this crap. And I started to really set goals, right? The book Think and Grow Rich starts to really talk about these things and really how to start setting your goals, doing your affirmations, things like that to get your mind in the right place, right? So now today I want to really talk about our goals for the month of May because I said I was going to, and talk about how important it is to set your daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly goals. So guys, as you're tuning in here, give it some likes, give it some hearts, let me know who's watching, and let me know if you're watching live or on the replay. And actually, it's a lot better video quality than I thought tuning in myself here. So guys, let me know if you're watching live or on the replay. If you're watching live, put hashtag live. If you're watching on the replay, put hashtag team replay. So, anyway, guys, let's dive into it all. So, goal setting is an essential part of life, business, really anything. You got to have goals, right? If you're in a team sport, what's your goals? Is the end goal is win the championship game, right? But there's little goals on the way there, right? So our end goal for HD marketing, we don't really have an end goal just yet. We don't know if it's sell the business. We don't know if it's scale this thing to the frickin' moon. I think it's scale this thing to the frickin' moon, to be honest with you. But there's a ton of mini goals along the way, right? Your monthly, your quarterly, your yearly goals. Those are what makes the difference. But on a really minuscule level, or not a minuscule, wrong wording there, but on a really small, time, your goals are your daily goals, right? Your daily goals will help you win the week, will help you win the month, will help you win the quarter, the year, things like that. And that's something I really started to realize listening to Andy Frisella more and more, right? On the MF CEO podcast, guys, I highly, highly suggest listening to that podcast, listening to him about his goals. So every day, every night before, so if it's Sunday, I set my goals for Monday, set my schedule up, everything like that. So there's two things I do every single night is I set my next day's schedule and I set my 5 goals. So what Andy talks about is setting up, it's called your power list or your power 5. And I'm such a believer in this because he talks about he's lazy, right? He runs a multi-million, billion-dollar business. I think it's just multi-million, but still, right? But he only has 5 important tasks that he gets done every single day to win that day. And he does that for a period of 30 days. Then he gets rid of it, and then he puts in a different task, right? So because then it already became a habit of his. And he talks about it when you're first starting out, your task might be only about business. Your 5 tasks for the day might just relate to your business, and you might be doing these things all frickin' day. However, you got to make sure you have these tasks down. So today I had my schedule from the time I woke up at 6 a.m. I know every single little thing I'm going to do today to win the day. But the 5 tasks I want to get done today were reach out to 10 people for speaking gigs, make my 3 phone calls. I have 3 sales phone calls today, guys. I've already made 2 out of my 3. I need to work out. I want to read, and I want to capture emails. So reading, actually, I want to read 10 pages. So you want to make sure you put numbers with these two, quantifiable goals, right? So my workout, I could probably put down like workout for an hour, whatever it is, or run for this and run and break it down even further. But these are just tasks I know I have to get done in order to win the day to reach toward my bigger success of winning the week. So now I'm going to dive into kind of our goals here at HD Marketing for the month of May. So first of all, I don't know if you guys can really see it. I have terrible lighting, but I'm just going to kind of read it for you. So my weekly goal is at least pitch 7 times a week, which equates to pitching 1 time every single day if I pitch on Sundays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But hopefully get 2 extra pitches in the middle of the week. That way I'm pitching 7 times a week. I want to land 2 clients per week because that's going to put us at our monthly goal for revenue, right? So people are always talking about don't talk about money, don't talk about money. The fact of the matter is you need money to live, survive, and reach more people, right? So we do have revenue goals on top of this. Our monthly revenue goal for clients alone is 15K right now. We're at 6K right now reoccurring, and we're going to be hitting probably 15 here in the upcoming couple of weeks. We want to land 12 retainer clients, which really I want to land about. If I end up at 10, I'm right at my numbers. My numbers are all set and matched, ready to go. I want to launch a new podcast. We're launching a podcast all about creating your agency and scaling. So I'm going to be bringing on people who grow these big agencies, multi-million-dollar agencies, six-figure agencies, seven-figure agencies, multiple seven-figure agencies. I'm going to be bringing these people on to Facebook Lives as well as on an actual podcast, because podcasting, as many people say, is it's dead. It's still the future, right? So I want to be launching a podcast this month. And if I meet these three things, I hit my goals. But remember, what goes into these three things? Right here, our weekly goal of pitching 7 times, landing 2 clients. I will hit my monthly goals, right? And throughout my days, I'll break in, launching the podcast. So it'll be writing the script. It will be, getting the music ready. It will be, really planning out my first 5 to 10 people that I want to interview. I've launched a podcast before. I know what goes into it, so I really know how to plan for success, right? I'm trying to hit new and noteworthy. We'll see what happens. I know it's not everything it's made out to be. So, excuse me, our quarterly goal right now is 50K. I think we're actually going to up that to 60K because of the other side of the business, our software side. We want to break 100K. We want to have a 50K month. We want to have 150K month. We're trying to break 100K in revenue throughout the quarter, so we have 2 more months to do that. Right now, we booked just over 10K, so it's a lofty goal. But hey, man, you got to shoot for the fucking stars if you want to be successful, right? So we also want to generate 25 new clients, and we want to make sure that we land at least 15 of those on retainer. Our yearly goal is make 300K in revenue. We're actually upping that now because of our software that we actually joined up with. Generate 80 clients, land a 7K contract per month, which this might happen. I'm in talks with a really big guy that needs a ton of software done. So this is very possible to get done by the end of this week, hopefully. So then I even have personal guys. So this is for the HD side. And then we also have our personal goals, right? So my personal goal is work out 4 times a week, FaceTime Kayla daily, which is actually my girlfriend. So I do have FaceTiming her every single day on here. She's out in the middle of freaking nowhere, and I'm in Chicago. Monthly. So my monthly goal, this is all about working out. I'm huge into it, but I want to lose 5 pounds this month. The end of the quarter, I want to get back down to 185 pounds, which is very, very possible. I want to have a 25K quarter personal take home. I want to at least take home 6 figures by the end of the year, January 1st, 2019, and I want to move out of my house. So those are some goals. Those things really, really matter, and you got to take down your May goals, your personal goals for your business if you really want to be successful, right? Especially with this agency side. So, once again, the things that we need to really take these things home, guys, is we need to set our daily 5 goals, right? Our 5 goals every single day are our 5 important tasks, right? Now, these tasks can be as minute as possible. What I mean by that is it could be as simple as reading 10 pages in a book. It could be, if you're struggling showering, this is what Andy says. If you struggle showering, put showering on your 5 goals for the day. Now, if you're struggling showering, you have a whole different problem. Ignore the house phone. I don't know why we still have a house phone. Beyond me, right? So our 5 goals for the day. We got to know what those things are our 5 important tasks. We really got to break that stuff down. Next is we got to have our weekly goals, right? What do you need to achieve every single week in order to win that month, right? If your daily goals and you win the day every single day, meaning you complete all 5 tasks, you will win the week. But you got to still know what your weekly goal is at the end of the day. I know mine is pitch 7 times and land 2 clients. That is week after week after week. Next is our monthly goals, right? What is your monthly goal? What do you really, really want to win? If you win the week, you win the month. If you win the month, more times than you lose that month, you're going to win the year. And when you win that year, you are going to feel so, so good about yourself that you're going to go into the next year even hotter. So this is what it comes down to. Daily, weekly, monthly, even quarterly. And if you win the quarter, then you'll win the year. Right? So this is what it comes down to. Your goals, guys. Know what your goals are. Know what you're going after. Because if you don't know what you're trying to achieve in life, if you don't know what to, if you don't know what you're trying to achieve, I don't know. You got to figure it out. I mean, you should have Napoleon Hill talks about it in the book Think and Grow Rich, but have a definite purpose, right? What is your purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing? Is it personal? Is it for your family? Is it for your friend or for your family? Or is it, you want to get a sick new car? Whatever it is, just know that goal. And then when you find that certain purpose, do everything for the rest of your life until you achieve that. If that is gain financial freedom, your task should be all about gaining financial freedom. Mine is all about scaling to a 6-figure agency and then scaling to a 7-figure agency. So I know what my weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly goals are that I need to hit to do that, right? So goal setting is very, very important. Now, people talk about the SMART goals, right? Something that's like achievable, attainable, whatever it is. I don't believe in it. Your goal has to be so lofty that it freaking scares you, that when you wake up in the morning, you don't know what the hell to do. You're like, holy shit. But you have a plan, you have a purpose, right? I know that not every single day is going to work out in my favor. I know that not every single day I will be able to complete my 5 tasks. But if I do it 4 times a week and I lose 3 times, well, I still won the week, right? So then I win the week, I win the next week, and so on and so forth. And we're going to get to where we need to be. So it's super important that you do these things, guys, because setting goals and setting your schedule will help you wake up in the morning, right? It will make you jump out of bed because you'll be excited. So I'm going to start talking about, actually, I just read the book Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Highly suggest getting it, guys. Also, if you're watching this, shoot this some likes, shoot it some hearts, whatever it is. Let me know you're stopping by. Comment below. But we're talking about some goal setting, right? Goals are super, super important. And it's when I find a goal and I set the date for that goal to be successful or to achieve it by, I had the goal in March to quit my job by March 31st. I quit it by March 30th. That's a funny story. We could talk about that later on. But I had a goal, and I had it on my phone, I had it on my computer, I had it on a piece of paper, and I read it every single day. I will quit my job by March 31st, 2018. And it was implanted in my head. When I would get up from my desk, I'd look at my phone and see how many days were left. So, Amber, I don't know if you're still watching. What's going on? Amber, hope you're having a good day. She's a killer, guys. She's a pilot. She's going to teach me how to fly a helicopter one day, I assume. So, thanks, Amber. Anyway, guys, jump on here. Give it some likes. Give it some hearts. Let me know what you're thinking. We're talking about goal setting here. Let me know your goals. What are your goals for today? What are your daily goals? Let me know one of your daily goals today. I'm going to invite some people here. We're going to hang out for a little bit. Actually, we're only going to hang out maybe 2 more minutes, and then I got to go do some stuff, get some stuff done. You know how it goes. So, anyway, guys, make sure you have your goals figured out. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you have it all figured out, your daily goals, your weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly goals to achieve those things. I broke down our mini goals. I am very transparent about what we're trying to do here at HD Marketing. And I might talk about some software soon because we have this ton of great prospecting softwares, and I'm friends with a ton of digital marketing agencies. So I think I'm going to start talking about a little bit about our softwares in the upcoming days, weeks, as well as really how to prospect. Because you need to find the people to get in front of to pitch to people, right? It's a system. You need to bring them here, then you bring them here, then you bring them here, then you close them here, right? What is that system like? You find a prospect. You call the prospect. You set up a pitch. You pitch the prospect. Does he close right away, or do you have to set up a follow-up? Sometimes you could get around and close him right away. Okay, great. He didn't close. Let's set up a follow-up. Great. Boom. Did he close? Yes. Bring him here. Now, what's the next part? What's your onboarding system? So these are all systems, right? And it starts with finding the prospect. So I'm going to start talking about more prospecting because you can never get in front of enough people, right? I got in front of 50, potential prospects last week speaking up in Detroit. So you always got to be prospecting. I think that's the number one rule. Everyone always says pitches are more important. I think getting enough leads in the door and prospects is way more important personally. Your pitch number matters, but you got to have that front number, right? It's a funnel. you got to bring a certain number in here because a certain number will hit, a certain number, right? So you got to think about it this way. And that's what this does for me. These goals are just the top of the funnel that brings them down to the end, which will help me hit my yearly income goal that I want to bring home to, do whatever, invest into other things, go into other business ventures, help more people out, give to charity, anything like that. That's what money does. You leverage it to help people. You leverage it to get in front of more people. Yeah, and at the end of the day, yeah, freaking Bugatti's freaking sweet, right? Like, who would honestly say no to a Bugatti, right? I'm not going to make this all about money, but really, when people tell you that they're not about it, in it for the money, sometimes I think sometimes that's a lie, because who would say no to a Bugatti if you had the money for it, right? So anyway, guys, you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Have a good rest of your week. Kill the week. Be successful. Know what your numbers are. I'm going to go eat some food because I'm starving and it's like noon here in Chicago. So anyway, guys, peace out. Have a good rest of your day.